What it do? What it do? Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man. Had to tap into this one, man. The draft picks is coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? People are being chosen, to go to different teams and stuff like that. One thing that's kind of been, been talked about is how they, for the longest, leaving that boy Shedeur Sanders out, man. I mean, come on now. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? You know the boy gonna do what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Good player, of course, you know what I'm saying? Come up under Deion Sanders, another good, classic player, man. And, you got a lot of, why? I wonder why. I wonder what's the problem. I wonder why, man. And let's talk about it. It's the Colin Kaepernick, situation, basically, man. Let's be honest. White supremacy and the white hate, the white racism, yeah, it's backed off in the sports fields. Let's be, in the sports. Let's be honest. You have white racists behind in sports. It's a lot of black players that's making them this money, but you still have those white racists, kind of calling the shots and not wanting, how can I put it? Black people, they don't want black people that stands up against white supremacy. They still hold their own personal racist white views, even towards the players, towards good players, because let's be honest, it's not like it's not like he's a trash player. We're about to get into this real quick, and I'm like, we ain't gonna take long. Let's be honest. He stands. He's somebody who stands up to white supremacy, and I'm not like that. Like he just, on the field, because he does what he does. He plays football, but let's not forget, because this is the way white people see him. Let me show you real quick. Don't forget about this clip right here. I think y'all forgot asking too many questions about why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? White racism. Because, like I say, don't forget this clip here, because I haven't. Because he did what he was supposed to do. Him and his brother took care of this white supremacist the way that they were supposed to. And what I mean by that is that situation when the ball boy just basically snagged the ball out of the player hand who made a touchdown, and then they got on him. Them Sanders boys had to get on him, man. And these white people ain't forgot that. Let's jump into this real quick. Fair use, by the way. Fair use. Don't forget about this now. Hold on. Now watch this. You see that the white boy right there already, man. They just scored the touchdown. Here he go. This is what white people do when they see you minding your own business in your own zone. This is what they do. And it goes back almost to the Carmelo Anthony situation. You see how this white dude, this is the white boy right here. He's steamed up seeing these black dudes celebrating like this over the touchdown, right? Steamed up. Steamed up. Check him out. Check him out. He just went in there, just boom, just knocked the ball out the dude's hand. And watch what Shedeur do. And I salute him for this. For real. I salute them for that, man, because see, too many white people can identify with what that white dude did. Being all just flamed up, watching black people be happy and celebrate something, and then do something hateful. And the thing is, he caught it. Shedeur caught that. And his brother caught that. And you see how you turn around to him, man, like, man, what's up, man? And then he just, man, you a hoe, man, because he saw what he was doing. He saw, we know how you white people operate. See, white people think they're being slick about doing certain little sly, hateful stuff just out of your disdain and vitriol for black people, especially celebrating and being happy about something. You know what I'm saying? And they caught that. So a lot of black people don't catch that stuff, and they'll just let it slide off of them and act like it didn't happen and continue doing something else while the white person get off slicking them. Very disrespectful. And see, in that situation, even the dude who had the ball just, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, I think he grabbed it back and just kept walking with it, because you don't just do that to somebody. You know, they celebrating a touchdown. Okay, what you doing this slapping the ball out their hand for? Shedeur them got on them, and rightfully so, man, rightfully so. And these white people ain't forgot about that. Don't think they have. They have not forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of the main things, you know what I'm saying, that they don't like about that boy Shedeur. You know what I'm saying? Let me see something. Just boom. Yeah, that's one of the things they don't like about him. They ain't forgotten. I ain't forgot either, because I love how he handled that. And they see that they up again, you know, dealing with him. You're dealing with somebody who you can't just pull that slick racist stuff on without getting, you know what I'm saying, called out. That's what they know. So listen to this white dude talking. Listen to this white dude talking. Fair use, by the way. Fair use. Some of these people are just disgusting, dude. It's supposed to be human beings. Check them out.
They took them off.
What are we celebrating?
Oh. I just found the perfect ecom manager on Fiverr.
And they took them off because the owner said take them off. I don't want that guy. Shedeur Sanders just torpedoed himself.
How he torpedoed
his
himself?
Attitude off the field. His attitude at the combine. His dad didn't help him either. You know, he was on podcast talking about, this is my son. If I can get him to where I want to get him to, I'm going to do that. But, you know, when you listen to this kid talk right prior or at the combine about if you want a new culture in your locker room, I'm the guy to do that. I can turn it around.
What's wrong with
him? He's very high on himself.
High on himself.
And I think
that basically means is they don't want no black person that's confident. They want a black person to go in there just, you know, that just, boom, just that they could do whatever they want with. No confidence, no nothing.
He was very off-putting to many coaches and general managers in the league. And I'm telling you right now, and I know this after talking to 3 different personnel people in the NFL this weekend, they didn't even have him on their board. They took him off. They took him off because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this entitled person on our team. And I don't blame him.
So they just basically telling you basically they don't want no black dude that's confident on their team. No black dude that feels like, hey, I know I can do what needs to be done to make it happen. They don't want that. They want somebody, you know, that's what white people like. They don't like white people. See, and that's just so disgusting on their part. You know, like I say, they're supposed to be human. Boy, they'll just make you sick. But that's why I salute the way Shedeur and his brother responded to that white supremacist that tried to knock the ball out their hand. And white people try to make excuses for that and act like they was in the wrong. And so that's what that is, man. When you get in these professional positions like this, these white people don't want nobody like a Colin Kaepernick, you know, that's going to speak against white people doing hateful things. That's basically all you do. To sum it all up, they don't want no black person that's going to speak out against white people doing hateful things. That's all it boils down to. And they need people at the NFL, they need to be ashamed of themselves. That white dude's just speaking, he need to be ashamed of himself. The white people talking about they don't want him on their team and, you know, want him in the draft pick. They all need to be ashamed of themselves. This is white racism at its finest. You know, white racism at its finest, boy. And I just wonder when one day, you know, this can come to an end. But, you know, white people, they like to play hot potato with racism. And this is why they love for you and everybody else to run around and say, hey, I wonder why they're not choosing Shedeur. I wonder why. Oh, man, he's good. Yeah, it makes sense, don't it? He's good. It's just white racism. He'll be quick to speak out against something hateful that white people do or will do that he see. And they know that. They know who they could pull what on, and that's what they don't want. Only he did get drafted to the Cleveland Browns, but only a team or a person who don't have bad intentions will accept a guy like this. Because, see, white people don't really have good intentions for the most part. A lot of them are terrible people. But then they'll just say, "Oh, they act like, oh, we're so bad. Oh, you guys black on black crime and all that other stuff," and they know they're the ones who set up the neighborhoods the way they are. It's history. We all know, what's what and who has what. That's why they have all the money in the NFL like that. Besides the players who's getting out on the field busting their butts, how come they already have money and they ain't done nothing? How these white people in the NFL already got this money and they ain't done nothing? But there ain't no black people that's already in the NFL that didn't have to play first to be able to be part of it. You see what I'm saying? Reparations. That's why the shirts stay on me, man. Reparations. They wouldn't like somebody like me speaking. White people, that's just how it is. White people are like, their whole thing, especially with black people, is a scam. It's a scheme. As soon as they know that you're on to them, then it's like, you caught me red-handed. But which a lot of black people don't peep game, and so they're not able to catch them red-handed, and they're able to continue on just being hateful white people, But like I say, a guy like him who's gonna, who senses, what I'm saying, white hate, white racism, yeah, that's not who they want around. That's all that is. So just to sum that up, I just had to sum it up. Why Shedeur has such a hard time getting on the team and all that? White racism. White racism, because he will call out, or they feel like he will call out and expose hateful things that white people want to do and will do and do. That's all that is. Simple as that. And white people will go all in circles, but if you know, I don't go in circles with them buffoons because they know what they're doing. Just even acting like, giving them the benefit of the doubt. They got you. You can't give them the benefit of the doubt. Look at what they do. Look at Colin Kaepernick now. All he did was take a knee due to the hateful things that white people have done. And guess what? He's pretty much banned from the NFL. Just from, it's like, but you do something hateful, then somebody calls you out or y'all out on it, then you ban them. Boy, God needs to take care of a lot of these hateful people. These hateful white people, needs to take care of them. Sweep them out the way or something. Because the world will be a better place. But, being petty, stuff like this, the old white dude too. You think, no, these are old, white, ignorant adults talking like this. Oh, his dad said he's going to get him to where he needs to be. Nothing wrong with that. Just because he's black. If there's a white, confident dude, oh, yeah, they, jump on that. As I say, it's just, where's the oppression? Where's all white people? The games white people play is like a wink, wink. If you know, you know. It's just a thing of, we know we're doing it, but we're going to act like we're not doing it. And a lot of people are in on it, and they're going to act like they're not doing it. Some black people know they're doing it, but then they turn around and act like they're not doing it either. I mean, it's a mess. I could go on and on, but to sum it up, that's the issue with Shedeur, white racism. They, like I say, you wouldn't be intimidated or afraid if you didn't have bad intentions to deal with a person like him. You know what I'm saying? White people aren't honest. They're not honest. They don't take accountability. They get mad if you try to make them take accountability, especially for what they've done to black people. Oh, that burns them up. Hateful people, like I say. God, I guess God, the powers that be, gonna have to deal with those devils the way they be. Not all. I'm not gonna just, not. I'm telling you, it's slim. The numbers are crazy slim. Because one thing about it, you can't be around white people if you're not with what they're with, or just complicit at least. And you won't say nothing. You tell the black, just calm down, just calm down. You'll tell the black person, just calm down, just calm down. One of those white people they'll accept. if you're against white racism and you're white, you're going to get treated, they're going to mess around and murk you. Pure evil. Pure evil. But that's what it is. That's what Shedeur's up against, man. White racism in the NFL, which must have God, you know, in their life. Dion and all them, they must have been praying, because now, even though the hateful white people didn't want him in it, Cleveland Browns got him. Simple as that, man. Watch what happens. Shedeur gonna shine anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let the white devils hate. But it is what it is. Make all the excuses you want. We're on to you, and that's why we're moving the way we're moving. You know, and sticking behind our own if they have to defend themselves against you people who have no good intentions whatsoever. Like I say, man, it's another one over here at Game Chopping TV. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Non-blacks make all your little dumb excuses probably. You're part of the problem. For the most part, let me know what you think, you know, if you agree with me or not, you know. Let me hear your ignorance for the ones that's going to make excuses for white racism, though. Like I say, man, tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we chopping this game over here, man.